you feeling after that one, Michael?
Yeah, I feel alright. Yeah, I think the boys. It was obviously it's a good result for us, you know. We needed a win, we needed a result. I think we needed something to go our way, which we haven't really had much go our way of lately. So it was obviously the red cards is a moment. I thought we would just start to find our feet a little bit. We found it tough at the start of the game, but dealt with the sending off really well actually. And it's not easy to deal with playing against 10 men. But I thought the boys approached that really well, and the spell before half time kind of put the game in our direction.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it there. I mean, it's no given, is it, playing against 10 men that, like, you know, the game's going to turn like it did, but they take advantage of it.
No, they've done really well with that. I thought we were positive, we stretched it, we created opportunities, we were aggressive, we were on the front foot, and a little bit of the spark coming back that probably we lacked early on in the game. So yeah, it's not a given. It makes it look 10 men and all of a sudden it becomes an easier game, but actually we've seen enough over the years to understand that that's not always that easy. So I was really pleased with the way the boys responded and made the most of the situation we found ourselves in.
Have you seen it back at all, the red card?
I haven't, no, I haven't.
Did you speak to Johnny at all about it?
I haven't, to be honest, no.
I guess it's inconsequential to you. It was just important to get that win tonight.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. I'll see it at some point, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it back. But it honestly, it wasn't. It didn't really matter, and the performance didn't have to be perfect tonight. I think we needed to get that feeling back for everyone, and the boys especially. And I'm delighted that we managed to do that.
You managed to bring Johnny back into the side tonight. I mean, it kind of leader's performance from him as well, wasn't it? I mean,
yeah, he hasn't trained much, Johnny. So it was. He's only trained for a couple of days, but it was good. It was good to have him back. Gives us obviously different options as well, along with Lewis and Dan in the midfield there, and trying to get Hayden back. So it was good to have him back. There's obviously a busy week coming up. Saturday fixture straight away, so we'll assess who's fresh, ready, and look forward to that.
Yeah. With the formation, slight switch tonight, Paddy back in there. Was that kind of more thinking Norwich, you know, kind of their strengths, or was it a bit of, you know, the form you've been in?
They're both really. In possession, it didn't change anything what we do. Didn't change anything from what we have done in terms of how we're building up and the shape that we build up. So there was no difference with that. We've been building with a back three. Anyway, so that didn't change. It was a little bit out of possession really. I think they put a lot of bodies along the top line. It's almost like they make a diamond at the back, and then they've got 6 across the top line. So with a back 4, it's tough to. Well, it's not easy to deal with really. So I thought we didn't actually deal with it particularly well in certain parts, but it gives us a platform to play from. So it's something we know we can do. We've done it enough, and the boys know it. So it's nice to be adaptable.
Yeah. How was the mood in the dressing room at full time there? Were the boys relieved to get that win?
Quite calm, to be honest. They weren't ecstatic at all. It wasn't over celebrating really. I think it was more of a case of right, it was a good win and it's something to build on. There was no real high of emotion. I think probably the way the game went, I think towards the end it was kind of over with a good few minutes to go, so that probably kind of summed up the mood in the changing room. But I think it was more business like. I think we've done the job, got a good win tonight, and we can move on.
Just lastly for me, it kind of eases those concerns that we had a little bit with the form and the league table. But you know, from your point of view, does he want that to just be a start and, you know, something to keep on from now?
Yeah, it's very easy to say that. Yeah, you said that about Leicester. You know, it's a game. You know, it's a game we've won. It's again against a really good team who was in really good form. We've shown we can win that. However way we've won against certain teams this season, we've found that we can do that. We found a way to do it, different ways of doing it. And it's obviously the next game is important. You know, we've got 3 games now within close timing of each other, so we need to make the most of that.
Can I just sorry about that? Yeah. Apologies if you've been asked this. I've just been down
right.
there. But the formation, Lucas and Luke in particular, seem really well suited to those wing back positions. I mean, you must be pleased with the way they've played it. But have you always kind of? I know you have played that before, but have you always had in your mind that potentially that plays to their strengths in terms of?
Honestly, I think it's we play in possession. We play like that anyway.
Yeah.
Whether we play with 3 what you call centre backs or not. Sometimes we've had Dan dropping through the middle to make the back 3 recently. We've had Luke Ayling playing deeper to make a back three, with Marcus being kind of wide. So the shape's very similar. I know it kind of looks like defensively tonight was out of possession was more obvious of that, but so it depends how you look at it. You know, I know you keep asking me about back five, but actually it depends. Like for me, it depends what it looks. It's not so much the back five. It's spaces you want to attack, how you want to. And a lot of the time, Lucas or Luke have played that position, whether it's been a back four or back five. They've been there. So it does. From my point of view, I'm just trying to explain. It doesn't always make a huge difference in how we do things. Yeah.
But Lucas in particular seems really, really comfortable on the front foot, and I think that was something the club were keen to bring in when they looked to bring him in. Obviously Ryan was here doing not the same thing, but broadly similar thing last season. It's a big threat when you've got that in those kind of wide overlapping positions.
Yeah, definitely. It's I think it's part of the game now. You've got to be adaptable, and full-backs, wing-backs need to be wingers, need to be full-backs, need to be wing-backs. It's kind of it a little bit depends on personnel who you're playing with, but Lucas certainly and Luke can both do that, can do both. Lucas played was it Chelsea, started with Alex Bangura was in front of him, so he can play the deeper position. So it's good to be adaptable, but certainly today it was a good one for him, making the first goal and scoring the third. It was good to see Lucas getting up there.
Great, thank you.
All right,
Thanks,
nice one. Cheers.